Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Caol Ila with me, Gary. First time popping on the channel and you like what you see, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and that'll keep you up to date as new videos are added to the channel. And if you like this video, give us a wee thumbs up and that'll help us grow the channel. Okay, dining room drams, where we normally have a little look at some of the samples and miniatures that I've got lying around in the dining room. Tonight I've picked up a sample here. I'd like just a wee thank you to Caol for passing this sample on to me. Okay, and this is a sample of Caol Ila, and it's a 9-year-old Caol Ila. What I'll do is I'll get this one into the glass and then we'll have a little chat about this one. It's a nice little glug there as it goes in. Leave that one to settle for a moment. Get the top back on. Okay, this, as I said, it's a sample of Caol Ila and it's come from the Adelphi independent bottling. I've talked about them in the past, so we're not really going to dig too much into there. But if you look around, you'll find quite a lot of different whiskies under the Adelphi independent bottling label. This particular one, as I said, it's a Caol Ila. A 9-year-old Caol Ila. From what I've been able to find researching it, it came from a single cask, and I think it was cask strength. It was bottled up, unchill filtered, natural colour. I'm just looking at the bottle there, and we've got a good 55.4 on the ABV. We're talking about the cask strength there. As I said, it's come from the Adelphi independent bottling, and it was a single cask. And from what I can find out in research, there was only 300, I think it was 303 bottles that were released from this single cask. So let's have a little nose at this one and see how it is. Came over quite floral there straight away. It's got that fruity sweetness, and I was going to say it almost reminds me of that sort of Speyside orchard fruit thing. When I was thinking about it there, when I was looking at the research, it was ex-bourbon casks for its full 9 years. Quite a lot of time that's what you're going to find over in Speyside there, so you're going to get a bit of that orchard fruit sweetness coming through in it, not apples and things like that. There's definitely a maritime influence. Caol Ila in itself, as most of us will know, a distillery over on Islay. So there's that maritime sort of. Normally, when you think about Islay, you think about the peaty side of things, but it's not really here. It's just a maritime influence. There's almost a hint of like garden heathers, sort of more manicured heathers that we'd find in a garden as opposed to heather out on the hillside. Nice. And that higher ABV is not coming through in the nose. Have we taste? The sweetness isn't there. Yeah, I was getting the sweetness on the nose, but it's more a savoury on the palate. There's almost like that a winter sort of. I was going to say like peanuts, you know, that sort of roasted chestnuts type thing, and I think I'm actually getting it. You know, maybe it's just my head playing with me, but there is an almost a peatiness coming through on it. You know, maritime, coastal, savoury taste is there, more than the nose, which was much sweeter. Yeah, there's different. You can almost taste the charring from the bourbon cask. It's really actually quite nice. And again, that, you know, we're talking about, what did it, 55.4 cask strength. It's not there. There's no burn to it. There's no overpowering ABV, both on the nose and on the palate. It's coming across really quite nicely. As I'm going in, I'm feeling the finish. It's almost like a honeyness to it. That's where, you know, that sweetness I was getting on the nose, and then on the palate I was getting it more savoury. But on the finish, I'm definitely getting a nice honey sweetness, like a natural honey. Slight peppery, maybe a slight ashy smoky on the finish as well. It's quite a long finish. Almost on the top of the nose, if you know what I mean with it, when you take your glass up to your mouth, and then rather than putting your nose in, and your nose is up around that area there, you can maybe describe it as being the top of the nose. And when I'm there going for the drink and I'm getting the top of the nose, I'm getting that honey maybe coming over in there now. Yeah, that's nice. I was expecting it to be a little bit harsher almost on the with the slightly higher ABV, but there's nothing there. You know, you would almost think that's a low ABV dram. Getting hold of this dram, as I said, I was lucky enough that I got some samples from someone. When I was doing the research looking into this one here, as I said, you know, only 303 of the full-size bottles were released of this, so there's not a big amount of it out there. When it originally went on sale, and I think it was 2019, this was actually, yeah, because it was distilled 2010, 9-year-old, so 2019 it was released to the market, and it was going for about £70, but everywhere I've been looking now, it's listed as being sold out. So I reckon on the secondary market, you're going to probably be well in excess of £100 if you want to buy this sort of dram. But Caol Ila itself is a dram, if you can get hold of them, they're lovely. But this one from the Adelphi selection, 2010 distilled, 9-year-olds, 55.4. It really is a nice dram. Yeah, guys, Caol Ila, Slange.